Okay, looking at a quick review of some algebra here. So when we see something like this, 3x plus 5, we call that an expression. If we had an equals something, then we would call that an equation. So for an equation, you have to have an equal sign. Expression, we don't. In that expression, we have two terms. We have the 3x and we have the 5. We call the 5 the constant term because it doesn't have a variable with it or a pronumeral, so or a letter. We call x the variable and we call the 3 the coefficient. If we had a power on there, if we had a squared, we would call that the power or the index. So when you're looking at an expression, you can identify the variable, you can identify the constant term, you can identify the coefficient, you can see how many terms there are. So we've got 1, 2 terms there in that expression. We can have expressions with 3, 4, 5, 1 term. It isn't, we aren't limited to only having 2 terms in our expression. The other thing that we need to know when we get into our algebra language is our words that we can use. So if we've got a product, that means we're doing A times B. If we've got a quotient, it's where the 2 terms are being divided. Quotient means divide, product means multiply. If we've got the sum, that means we're adding. And if we've got a difference, that means we are subtracting. So we can then be given worded questions and write equations for them or write expressions for them. We always want to specify what the variables mean at the start of a question as well.